A man with no formal education, no university degree, no monastery, no spiritual organization behind him. Just a small cigarette shop owner living in a cramped apartment in Mumbai. And yet this man stood up and told the world something so shocking that many spiritual seekers couldn't accept it. He said, "Stop looking for God, not because God doesn't exist, but because the very act of searching may be the thing preventing you from seeing the truth." Thousands of people traveled across the world to meet him. Some arrived expecting blessings, mystical experiences, or secret techniques. Instead, they were confronted with a teaching that shattered everything they believed about spirituality. Because Nisargadatta Maharaj claimed that the one searching for God is the very obstacle standing in the way. And if that's true, what exactly are we doing when we spend years searching? Let's find out. Part 1. Why human beings seek God. Almost everyone, whether religious or not, feels it. That strange sense that something is missing. You can have money, success, relationships, achievements. Yet, somewhere deep inside, there remains an uncomfortable feeling of incompleteness. It's difficult to describe. A quiet emptiness, a longing. This feeling has driven human beings for thousands of years. People climb mountains, meditate in caves, read sacred books, travel across continents, join spiritual movements, search for enlightenment, search for God, search for meaning, search for truth. But notice the hidden assumption behind every search. The assumption is this: what I need is somewhere else, somewhere beyond where I am now, beyond my current experience, beyond this moment. And because of that assumption, life becomes a constant movement towards some future discovery. One day, I'll find it. One day, I'll awaken. One day, I'll reach God. One day, I'll become complete. Nisargadatta saw something profoundly dangerous in this. Dangerous because the search itself may be built upon a false idea. The false idea that you are separate from what you seek. And that brings us to his most revolutionary claim. Part 2. The seeker is the sought. Imagine a wave searching for the ocean. Think about that for a moment. The wave travels across the water asking, "Where is the ocean? How do I find the ocean?" The entire search sounds absurd. Why? Because the wave already is the ocean. The only problem is mistaken identity. Nisargadatta used different language, but his message pointed to the same truth. He said, "You are not what you imagine yourself to be." Most people believe they are a separate individual struggling through life, a body, a mind, a personality, a collection of memories. But Nisargadatta asked a radical question: who is the one seeking? Before searching for God, first discover who the seeker actually is. He famously said, "Wisdom is knowing I am nothing. Love is knowing I am everything." This statement destroys the entire structure of spiritual searching. Because if the seeker is the sought, then searching cannot bring you closer. Searching only reinforces the belief that you are separate, like a fish desperately searching for the ocean. Part 3. What does "you are already that" mean? At this point, many people become confused. If I'm already that, then why don't I experience it? Why do I still feel separate? Why do I still suffer? Right now, thoughts are appearing, feelings are appearing, sensations are appearing, sounds are appearing. But something is aware of all of it. Something notices every thought, every emotion, every perception. That awareness itself never comes and goes. The content changes, the awareness remains. He said, "You are the awareness in which all things appear and disappear." Think about your daily life. You wake up, work, eat, talk, worry, plan, remember, dream. Through all these changes, there is one constant: the knowing presence that experiences everything. The movie continues, but you recognize yourself as the screen. Part 4. Why this teaching disturbs people. Now we arrive at the uncomfortable part. Why do so many people resist this teaching? Because seeking has become part of their identity. The spiritual seeker often has a beautiful story. I'm progressing, I'm evolving. But Nisargadatta comes along and asks, closer to what? Who is progressing? Who exactly is traveling toward enlightenment? Suddenly the entire structure begins to shake, because if you are already that, then the spiritual journey may not be what you think it is. The ego doesn't mind seeking. In many cases it loves seeking. Seeking gives it a future. Seeking gives it a mission. There is always another retreat, another teacher, another book, another practice, another level. What happens if there is nowhere to go? What happens if the treasure is already here? Nisargadatta wasn't telling people to become indifferent. He was inviting a radical shift, a shift from chasing truth to recognizing it. What if you stopped seeking? What if you stopped trying to arrive somewhere? What if you stopped looking for God? What would remain? Maybe that answer is closer than you think. Maybe it has always been here. Are you addicted to seeking? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe and join us for more explorations into the nature of reality. Until next time, remain with the question: if I stop seeking, what remains?